Okay, it's been a hot minute since I worked on this beast. It's just been a hot summer. Got this right at the beginning of summer. There was a couple of weeks of good weather and I was able to do a lot. However, it got super hot and I didn't want to be out here working on this. And then I got brought back to work. I returned to work at the end of August. God, it's just been hot up until it's now December. And even last week it was in the 90s. So finally getting back on this. On top of the weather being bad, we also launched the YouTube channel during this pandemic. That's been taking every other ounce of free time. So 80 plus hours a week of work, plus trying to get the YouTube channel stuff launched and going, the website up and going, plus our goats. So there's just been a lot that's been going on. Goats and alpaca, sorry. So now that it's in the 60s now, it's almost mid-December, I can finally start to work on this. I had it covered because it rained one day for like 5 minutes. So now I'd really like to get this window frame off of here, get it straightened out, and get the glass back in it. Once I do that, I want to get back in the cab. I need to take off the panels and there's a couple heater hoses that go to the motor or into the radiator for heating the cab, and I think maybe some power steering hoses that come in here, and the only way to get them off is to take all the dash apart, so that should be fun. I want to do that anyways because it sat outside for a number of years with this glass broken, and that's caused from the access panels I've opened. It's just really dirty in there. I also noticed that I have a wiring harness that I didn't see previously that was damaged from fire. I think it can be repaired, but I might need to take that out, so I'll have to get that off. We'll see as I get there, but first let's get the door frame off and let's disassemble the cab. Clearly a rat has built a nest in here. So I took this off because it's easier to just deal with that later. It's got some coolant hoses on it, and those do need to be replaced, but for now I just want to get the rest of the inside of the cab apart. Another piece out. Two more vents that were held on by zip ties. Pulling this vent out. That's why I'm cleaning it. I'm trying to put every bolt back where it came out of. Just for future reference. Always a good sign when your brake pedal is held on with hand tightened screws or bolts. Ta-da! And I'm going to try to take this out. Alright, I didn't think I'd be able to get this out, but I was able to force these connectors out and get all 4 bolts off of this. There, yeah. Yeah, I can clean this. Because you can see it just sat outside for too long and it needs some love, so get this all cleaned up. Now I can pull these out and just inspect these a little better too. Alright, the first thing I'm going to do is pull all of this apart so I can deep clean it. Just taking note of where all the fuses are, pulling them out.
That doesn't look that dirty. Oh my god, smoke. Oh, I love that you did this right where we eat.
That's pretty dirty. Okay, so here it is all cleaned up, and the biggest thing or the most important thing is after you soak it like that, when you get it out of the water, you have to dry it as quickly as possible so the corrosion, or it doesn't start corroding. I took it out to the garage with compressed air and really thoroughly blew it out till it was completely dry in all the contacts, and you can see it looks way better than before. Got all the soot off the bottom from the fire, and then here's all the switches cleaned up and all of the fuses and switch panel. Looks way better. Well, that's going to wrap up cleaning the cab components. Next up is going to be the wire harness repair. Thanks again for watching. Please consider subscribing as it really helps the channel grow, and I'll see you on the next one. Alright, we actually forgot to hit record on the last take, so let's try that again.
Stop breaking them, man. Stop breaking it, man.
I know, some of them break and some of them don't.
Ah, that is love.
I hear Nicolas Cage.
Nope. Oh yes, Nicolas Cage. Yes. I thought you said Nicorish Bork.
What? Yes, the famous actor, Nicorish Bork.